So the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills faced off once again in the AFC Championship, and once again it was electric, and so many people had many different things to say about this game. The refs still did play a part, but there were some critical mistakes by the Bills, and Patrick Mahomes is just an absolute wizard, and Andy Reid might be the greatest head coach of all time. So yeah, in this video I'm going to show you and react to what some NFL players and just what the media had to say about this game. Alright, so first off, Skip Bayless said congrats to the Chiefs, now they can get their three-pat dreams shattered by the Eagles, who will get revenge for what happened in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Book it, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. While I really want to agree with this because I myself am a Chiefs hater, and I'm not afraid to admit it because I'm a Browns fan, and of course we all know what happened a couple years ago during that co-season. Man, that loss still hurts, but Skip Bayless really is just a straight hater. I don't think he's ever said anything positive before, so I'm not really going to look into too much to this, but here's what he actually had to say on his game recap. This is perfect, beautiful. This was meant to be the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl by crushing the Kansas City Chiefs' dream of a 3-repat and getting revenge for what happened to the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl 2 years ago in Phoenix. This is how it was supposed to end. Next up, Matt Leonard said a call by the refs, clear first down, which then leads to a TD by the Chiefs like clockwork. Next stop, Clemens said, even though this ball clearly hit the ground and neither players had complete possession, the refs ruled that this was a catch by Xavier Worthy. Honestly, I have to disagree with this take. That was actually one of the few 50-50 plays that I thought the refs got right. I thought there was full control of the ball. Now, I did think Bills had possession at first, but by the end I thought the ball was in Worthy's hands and he had control. I can't get too mad over this one, especially since it was the call on the field. They could not overturn that. Next chant tweeted, that's the ultimate trust in your QB. Mahomes is him. And then this is some of what he said on his live game recap. The Bills 32-29. Mahomes is now 4-0 against Josh Allen in the playoffs. Chiefs are on the cusp of a 3P, something that no one thought was possible, and with this victory Patrick Mahomes now has 17 postseason wins. He breaks the tie with Joe Montana for the second most wins in all of time. He's only trailing one-time Tom Brady, who has 35 career playoff wins since Patrick Mahomes has become the starter. He came to starter his second year. AFC Championship game, they lost in overtime, won the Super Bowl, lost in the AFC Championship game, won to Super Bowl, won to Super, back in the Super Bowl again. Has there ever been a better start to a career in the history of the game? Only thing I can think is comparable. The only thing I can think is Magic Johnson. Next, Dan Orski said, had two great QVS, just get let down in back-to-back weeks by brutal drops. Allen for 2 years in a row. Yeah, that Don King K drop was pretty brutal. Allen gave him a chance, and Allen just has to be so agonized right now, like I can almost feel the pain. And then Dan also said, this game is absolutely glorious. Next up, Tommy Smoke said, I get so irrationally annoyed by people complaining about the Chiefs and refs that it's made me root for them. Hating a team just because they are good is so pathetic. Step back and appreciate the dynasty we're watching. All right, I kind of don't know if I agree or disagree with this tweet. I understand why you could be frustrated that people are hating on the Chiefs, but at the end of the day, just because people are hating, I don't think that should make you root for them if you weren't already a fan, because they really are just such an unwatchable and hateable team. Just the way they play, man, it's just like, I just don't like it. Next up, Nick Wright, this is a guy who sometimes makes crazy takes, said there were 5 fumbles in the AFC Championship game. The Bills recovered all of them. The Chiefs won game. What a legendary performance by legendary team. Yeah, I got to agree with this one, even though I did make a video about the refs, and I'm sure a lot of people are too. At the end of the day, Andy Reid is just a wizard, and Mahomes might end up being the GOAT. I mean, he's definitely on his way, which is crazy to say with the amount of rings that Brady has. And finally, Pat McAfee said, the Chiefs is still the Chiefs. I hate that quote because it reminds me so much of JuJu and the Browns, as which still remains true to this day. But yeah, congrats to the Chiefs. To Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to be rooting for the Eagles in Super Bowl, but I would not be shocked at all if they 3-repeat, because they are just that good. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below, and let me know what you would like to see next, and until then I will see you all later.